it apparently StreamYard lost connection to the Taproot Facebook page. And it told me that when I went to go redo it. I'm like, oh, well, that explains why it didn't post to the page. So I had to reestablish that access, and boom, now we will have more than one viewer, I hope. But see, now it'll still take us a minute for everybody to get on. Like, look at it, I'm like, we had one viewer. I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, I mean, people
they're over us. We disappeared for a while. They're over.
Like, they're fuck Tom, fuck Phil, fuck Taproot, fuck Tuesday. Even they're like, we're out. We're out.
Going back to eating our tacos.
All right, exactly. We're going back to tacos, man. See, the viewers are piling in now. What's up, guys? What's up, Luke? See, hey, people, it's like they like us again. They really like us. I mean, I'm back, fucking better than ever with 2 eyes, no patch.
All right.
I know, right? These glasses are terrible, though. So I'm like nearsighted and farsighted, so they're bifocals. So like computer screens and shit that's close is not fun with the glasses. Like they're great for like driving and at night and whatever, you know, but they look so cool though, you know. So I love my glasses. They make me feel so studious. Hey, right, Chelsea. Right. What's up, Local Plant? How the hell are you, man? I hope. There we go. Now we got viewers. So we had a little mishap. We used StreamYard to do this, and it apparently lost connection to our Facebook page and didn't bother to tell me. So we went live, and there was like one viewer. I'm like, this is odd. So we had the little misfire, but here we are. We're back, man. Hi, Jackie. How was everybody's holidays? Christmas? I guess, God, we haven't talked to everybody since before fucking Christmas. We got to catch up on. That's why we didn't even have a guest tonight. We're like, shit, we'll just do me and Phil. It's like, allow me to reintroduce myself. You know, we're getting reacquainted with everybody. You know, I mean, it's a new year, a new. So what's up with Phil? What's up in Phil world?
Allow myself to introduce myself.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is H to the O-V. I used to move snowflakes by the OZ.
No, I'm good, man. Just gotta get my head back into the. You know, we're only a couple months away.
I know I'm already like scheduling doctor's appointments and shit, and I'm like, God, I don't know if I'm gonna be home. Like, I gotta look. I'm getting to the point where I have to like look at my schedule again to like schedule shit. I'm like, all right, yeah, we're about to get into the thick of it, man. I gotta. I had the whole list of our shows right here. Here, I got it. So yeah, we can talk about this later. We got a whole list of Taproot shows and huge festivals and whatever else going on this year. So remember when we talked about turtles and what a menace they were?
The greatest episode ever. Yes, I remember.
Well, tonight I think we're going to talk about deer, because fuck deer, by the way.
Yeah.
So nobody knows this, but I drove our van, the van we use for everything, into a deer the other night, and thankfully I'm okay. I'm a little bumped up, but it was foggy as shit, and I wasn't going that fast, thankfully, but it was like just hitting a brick wall. I couldn't see it. It was like so foggy that I couldn't see, and it was just like I was in boom, and I'm like kept going. I'm like, oh, deer. Then I went back and looked later. It was huge. Poor little. I always, yeah. I feel I shouldn't, but I feel so bad for the deer, man. The poor little guy. God damn it.
Minding his own business, and here you come along.
He was minding his own business and walking along, just boop, 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 boop.
Just sitting there looking at pretty lights.
No, he probably couldn't even see it. The poor little guy probably couldn't see me either. He couldn't see the road.
Yeah, he's like, "What's that? What's that light? What's that light?"
Oh yeah, what's that? Bam. Oh. Anyway, so the Taproot van is no more, but thank you to Progressive for taking good care of us. Yeah, anyway, they got me a rental car, so I'm happy with that. That was nice. But what a clusterfuck it is, man. Like, geez, I hate.
Yeah, at least we had insurance.
I know, right? My glasses that I have, I know, thank God that I have, thanks to LRB Skate and Record Shop right there. See, I forgot how to do this. I'm like not even putting comments on the screen, like. Yeah, so I left my glass. I went and printed. So that's my buddy Phil, who owns a skate shop, an awesome skate shop outside of Nashville in Murfreesboro. when I was out there a couple weeks ago, I went and printed some posters for them for their grand opening, and I left my glasses at Kinko's. I called the next day and asked Kinko's, I go, your glasses aren't here. And I called again before I left Nashville a couple of days later. No, they're not here. Then I was about to go get a new pair of glasses. I'm like, I'm going to call Kinko's again because I know that's where I left them. That was the last time I had them, and I never saw them. So I called. They're like, can you describe? I'm like, yeah, they're here. They just had somebody else's name on them. I'm like, okay, you realize I'm like 2,000 miles away back home now, and I called. So Phil was a gentleman. Other Phil, not you. Guy's named Phil. They're just great.
I'm no gentleman.
No, you're a gentleman and a scholar. So Phil went and picked them up and sent them back to me so I can look dapper. So thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
Record shop. Salute. Let's just see. Yeah, deer. It's what's for dinner. Yeah, not that deer. And it's so sad. It's still sitting on the side of the road. I saw it today when I was leaving. It's huge, dude. It's huge, huge. Oh, law school. See, Tuesday. My Tuesdays have been pretty boring too, honestly. Every week we're like, should we start it again? And then something comes up or something happens.
Yeah.
And, I know. Tuesdays usually Phil's jiu-jitsu night, which is why we usually did it later. And then we're like, let's do it a little earlier. So it's just kind of, we've been trying for every week. We're like, we're going to start this week. And I was like, okay, next week. And then finally I'm like, we have to do it or people are going to forget we exist.
Yep. And we're back. Here we are.
We are. Simon says rules. What's up, Coyote man? At least I didn't hit a horse. That is absolutely true. But it's not too far off, man. Some of those deer are pretty fucking. You should see the van. Like it tore through it. Like the front end is half of the front end is like fucking gone, basically. It's crazy. Oh, yay. We couldn't forget you either.
Huh.
Taproot Tuesdays are back. And we were gonna see if Steve wanted to come on. Steve, his computer died, I think. Hey man, this is how Taproot Tuesday started. This is the roots of Taproot Tuesday in this incarnation was me and Phil, man. So we're going back to the beginning. But we'll get back to guests and shit, whatever, but
yeah,
not today.
But yeah, the festivals, I mean, I'm excited for them. We had bad luck at Blue Ridge. That was just weather and whatever else happened there. And but we got Sick New World. They've had good shows. Yeah. I've been reading people's comments, and people seem to have had a good time when they went last year, and so they're going again, and it should be pretty cool. Yeah,
I'm in a Sick New World group, and it seems like everybody had a pretty good time. And most of the other festivals we have are Danny Wimmer festivals. Like they're all the best festivals. Yeah. Louder Than Life, Welcome to Rockville, Sonic Temple.
Are those all announced?
I sure as hell hope so. I think I don't know. I hope so. I hope so. Fuck, you got me worried now.
Like one of the only one I'm not sure if Louder Than Life was, but
then maybe we're not on Louder Than Life. Maybe I'm confused. But Lansing, Rock Lansing.
That'll be a cool
one in Lansing, Michigan on May 18th.
We got the Throwdown in the campgrounds.
Throwdown in the campground.
Soperton, Georgia.
June 6th to 9th in Soperton, Georgia with our boys in Non-Point.
Yeah.
So, hey man, we tried, Brendan. So this is the guy. Brendan's the guy who was doing that Rock on the Hill festival.
Oh yeah. The one that we couldn't.
And originally, I confirmed you guys. We confirmed it.
I remember.
And then we realized
we can't,
or something was just
right. That same. Yeah.
I was like, sorry, dude. But now Simon Says is kind of taking our place. Which is awesome. So
those guys are great, man. I wish I could go.
I know, right? Me too. Like they got Northwoods Rock Rally, which you guys did last year. They got Rock in the Rivers in Montana. They're like starting to get a couple really good festivals too, actually. So
we should do Northwoods Rock Rally again just to
play with Simon Says.
And play with Simon Says, hell yeah.
I know. But yeah, no, I want us to do something with Simon Says so bad.
They treat us good up there, man. That was a good place. That was a good time.
I know it was. That was a fun show, man. So Trap never ever ever. What happened to Steve? Nothing happened to Steve. What do you mean?
Well, he got an accident, I guess.
Oh yeah, he got an
accident. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't think I've talked to him since, and I texted him and said, "Hey, buddy, are you okay?" And Steve's like the worst text responder.
Yeah, I didn't get back. He didn't get back to me. I don't think he got back to Jared. I think he just,
He says, "I'll be in Steve, man. Steve be Steven," as I've coined before. Yeah, probably, Paul. I mean, look, we're kind of, doing everything regionally. We kind of did the weekend stuff we were going to do last year. Now, we're going to be doing, if we do whatever we do, we're doing festival.
Oh, we got something over there, right, in that general area?
I don't
know if that's not announced yet, right? But there's something.
Yeah,
Connecticut.
Maybe ish. Yeah.
That one thing we talked about, remember? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll have. Yeah, and we'll have something in that area.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. It's not announced yet, so we can't talk about it. But we will have a couple. Actually, you're right though, and we were actually talking about trying to go back to Wally's. So funny enough, we had such a great time at Wally's. So Wally's, hey, if you want us back, holler at your boy. Let's make this happen.
Wally's was one of the best I felt. Just the sound, the crowd, the energy, everything was just so good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, next year they're moving Rock on the Hill to a different weekend because it always ends up the same weekend as Rockville, and they get screwed because you can't get any bands. Right. Like, you don't want to do a smaller festival the same weekend as any of the
big ones, right.
festivals. You know what I mean?
They get everybody on those.
I know, right? I mean, literally, I was helping them try and figure out. Like who else he could get. And I'm sitting there going down the list. I'm like, nope, they're on Rockville. And then I'm like, wait, you like Simon Says? And he's like, fucking, I love Simon Says. I'm like, there you go. Well, they're my band, and let's make it happen. So he did.
Hell yeah, and they're back.
Yeah, there's no Trap beef. That's just Taylor and what's his idiot mouth from Trap running their mouths at each other. I had no comment.
Yeah, I got no beef with Trapped.
Yeah, I don't really give a shit either way about Trapped. But I mean, hey, if him and Taylor want to beef, by all fucking means, beef it up, boys. I mean, I love a good beef. I'm not gonna lie, Any markets? Yes. Well, that's what we were talking about. Trying to maybe do Texas.
Yeah, we're talking about Texas for sure. Talking about it. It's far.
Yeah, just talk. I know, and it's far. All the shit we did last year is stuff that we could kind of reasonably drive to do a weekend. Like Texas, we'd have. Everybody lives. I'm in Wisconsin. Most of the guys are in Michigan. Phil's in Ohio. We're all kind of centrally located. You know what I mean? And all the other places. Like California. We have California. We have Arizona. We have a Phoenix show at Pub Rock Live. We have the Whiskey Show. We have Sick New World. We have all this West Coast shit, That's the problem is all this other stuff. These other places are so far away from where we live.
Yeah, we're barely making it to the West Coast. I mean, we're doing West Coast in Florida. We're not able to do it the way I was originally planning when we were doing that stuff, just the way the logistics were and how touring actually worked for us. So I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's just hard. A couple of you guys have really good jobs and careers and and I get it, man. Hey, this is the new way kind of for everybody, man. But, this model, it's kind of what Simon Says is doing.
Yeah, Sonia wants us down in Texas, don't you, Sonia? Sonia wants us down in Texas.
Oh, yeah. Hey, we want to be in Texas. Chevelle, baby.
Oh, yeah. That was fun.
Well, see, the problem is we only really do weekends. So if we went down to Texas, we wouldn't have time to play anywhere on the way. We'd just be probably flying to Texas and playing, So again, we're trying to figure it out. We got right now 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we got Ringgold, Wisconsin on the April 12th, and Kansasville, Wisconsin, which is kind of by the Illinois border on April 13th. So we got some more Wisconsin shows. I mean, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 shows confirmed for this year, a bunch of big festivals, a bunch of big stuff, so that's a lot. And we'll end up adding a handful more, but, we're getting out there a little bit, man, getting to a bunch of places we didn't get to yet, right?
Yeah, well, it's on some.
Right.
Can't make everyone happy, but we're trying. Louisiana. We're looking at Louisiana. We're seeing what we can make work.
Right, we're trying. No, this is. Hey, dude. Yeah, I love DC, man. I could talk to DC too. I mean, they're awesome. Do you know DC? Donald Carpenter from Submersed, and he was in that other band with Brad from Switched and Corey Lowry. One other band. They were in another band together. I can't for the life of me remember what. But he's sang in a bunch of bands with Corey and a bunch of different stuff.
Okay.
But DC's fucking cool though. He's cool. But yeah, no, it is definitely Wausau adjacent for sure. I'm Wausau adjacent. Like that's kind of in my hood, man. The Q&Z's right in my backyard, man. I love that venue, so I'm stoked we're playing there. Have you guys played there before?
We played Wausau. We haven't played the Q&Z, I don't think.
It's like this schoolhouse that's in the middle of fucking nowhere. They basically took this, and it's been around for like 6-7 years. They built it, and then it was
we've not.
It was closed down. It's fucking rad though. It's like this old schoolhouse that they kind of remodeled into a venue. It's a really cool venue, but everybody plays there. But it's literally like in the middle of nowhere. It's like 20 miles outside of Wausau. That super cool fucking venue though.
Okay.
Opus, what up, dude? Opus from Dead by Wednesday in the house.
Oh yeah.
Empire. Thank you. That's the band.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I was like, it starts with an E. There's an
that's what I'm sitting here like trying to picture the logos. I'm like, fuck. But yeah, like Empire.
Element. Nope.
No, that's it. Thank you. Empire. Oh, there you go. Nice compliment from Amanda. That's for you to absorb. I'm not in your band, so. But I'm glad they're making. I'm glad they're making music too. I'm glad I get to put that music out. Nope, it was Empire, not Dark New Day. But I was actually thinking of Dark New Day. I was trying to remember DC sang for Dark New Day, but I don't think he did. Maybe he did though. I couldn't. I know everything Corey did for a while. It was like with DC. I think DC had another band with Peter Klett from Candlebox too. I think Apollo Under Fire. I think that I actually put out the record. I think DC. I put out the record on EMP. I think DC was the singer in that band too with Peter Klett, the guitar player from Candlebox. He's a rad dude too, man. I don't know if you know him, but Peter's a.
I don't, but I love Candlebox.
Yeah, me too. That's right. Brett Hessler singing Dark New Day. Thank you. Yeah, dude, I love Candlebox. I fucking love Candlebox, man. And Peter's such a great guitar player. I mean, I always loved. We should have him on some night. I'll ask him if he wants to come on. Peter's a cool dude and a good buddy of mine, and he's fucking awesome. He's such a great. He just had such a distinctive tone and style, man. Like he really fucking did. Like honestly, probably one of my favorite guitar players. I don't know why, and it's not because he's just a super flashy player. He's just like, think about the songs they wrote and like how his parts, like, and think about the style he played. Like it was these real Hendrixy, bluesy, like.
Yeah, they had an interesting sound, man. That first album I listened to all the time in high school.
Yeah, oh yeah, and the second record, Lucy, was cool too, and that was heavier. I mean, they kind of dabbled in that heavy drop D thing on the first record, but they really, got into that on that next record, and it was way heavier, and it was fucking great though, man. The songs are great on that. Probably not. I mean, we did a little bit of merch, but yeah, the old stuff we're kind of leaving in the past and looking to the future. So that's all we're gonna say about that. Yep, Brandon, let's definitely catch up soon. See how easy this is? We don't have to do anything. We just have to like respond to comments. Like, see how easy this is? It's like riding a fucking bike, Phil.
When's the last time you rode a bike, Tom?
I'm way too fat and old to ride. I've ridden stationary bikes, but that's about it. I don't think I don't know. I don't know that I could. I don't know, man. I might have to get a bike. Just like I can still ride a bike. It's funny because I run a skateboard company. I sure as fuck couldn't skateboard to save my life.
Right.
So no, I collect them like a fucking champ though. I have like 100 skateboards in my house. Dude, we've done so much new rad shit with Volatile too. Like, God, we haven't even talked. Like, this is me and you catching up. I haven't really talked to you since the touring stopped. We both kind of went off into our. everybody went off into their own little fucking corners of the world.
Like it happens after you do the tour stuff. You kind of just got to take a break from everybody.
I know exactly. It's like I don't want to
decompress, get back to life.
I don't want to talk to any of you motherfuckers for at least 3 months. But I'm like, God damn it, I missed you fucking assholes.
I know.
Like, but yeah,
it's
dude,
funny that way.
It is, but yeah, dude, we just did Hailstorm. We just released a bunch of Ministry decks. We released a Ministry Plus Head deck, which is super dope. Like, so much cool shit there. I think we just did a Steel Panther deck. I don't know if they released it, and I hope I'm not saying something I shouldn't be. See, that's the problem is shows. Like, I can't remember what's announced and what's not.
Yeah.
Shows, skateboards. Phil, Jackie likes your tie-dye.
Thank you.
Tie-dye is like a Grateful Dead shirt.
I made it myself.
I am wearing ODB.
With the help.
I did not make it myself.
ODB, yeah.
Old dirty bastard in the house.
The Andy Warhol version.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, fucking Wu-Tang is for the children.
I know we're working on it, dude. We're working on Wally's.
How
long have I done jiu-jitsu? I've done jiu-jitsu since about 2001 or 2. But I've the last like 10 years, minus the last 2, but like good 10 years off of not doing it much.
Yeah.
But it's always been here.
Right.
And always here.
Right. Hey, Eric, no, that was the original release date we set based on like Steve giving me the record in like March. That's what people don't realize. Like, basically it's 8 months or longer to do vinyl. And like, I can't even turn it in until Steve didn't even finish the record until like August. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even get the masters until August. You know what I mean?
People don't realize we were releasing songs as we finished them, not when the record was finished.
Like literally, we literally didn't finish the master. I didn't get the finished master until like August. I barely got the fucking CDs done in time for the release date. You know what I mean? So it's like,
we're working on it, Eric.
I'll update everybody as the vinyl gets closer and closer and closer. But yeah, just the shitty thing is it's like 8 months everybody got Best of Besides now. You kind of saw about how long that took. And I had those masters right away. So I got that done and put in. And even that took longer than it was supposed to, Well, everybody in the world is making vinyl, so it just takes forever to make.
Hey, did we send out those guitars? Do we need to send out those guitars?
I got to talk to Dennis. I just talked to him about that.
We got to revisit that.
Yeah, we do. I just mentioned it to Dennis last week. If you are waiting on a guitar too, they're coming. We promise. The guitars from the fundraiser.
We're trying to make them actually decent.
I know. Dennis, our guitar tech, is kind of cleaning them up and setting them up. And the band signed them all already. But he was kind of going through and setting them all up and making them good. So if you're waiting on stuff from us, we're sorry. We're doing it as fast as we. And I'm sure everybody knows. Night, buddy. And everybody knows too, man. Like everything with me, everything with THC. Simon says,
hey, John.
I had a stroke and an aneurysm in August, so I was basically like out of commission for a month or two, right in the middle of all of that. So it's like, everything's a little behind with me too. So yeah. LP production. Hi, Jen. How are you? LP production is Jack, but that's because everybody's doing it now. Like every record that's ever come out is being reissued by somebody. It's just I have very little control over it. So we apologize, but please bear with us. I mean, if there's something that you didn't get that's supposed to be out, let us know. Now all the Best of Besides should be out. The vinyl, the Enjoy the Ride one got released. That's out. I'm seeing that from people, so that's great. So hopefully there's enough to hold everybody over, and we'll get everybody the Scissors vinyl as soon as humanly. But again, I didn't even get the master until August, and then I had to start setting it up, and it takes a month to get everything set up and put in, and you know what I mean? So it's like, and it's 8 months or more from that point, So again, we will keep everybody up to date on it. I apologize for the delays, and just shit happens, man. This record, it's a miracle. We got through it. It was a process. It was a process. It really was. Once it got going and we got in the groove, it was easy and it was great and it turned out amazing. But just the production process beyond that kind of suffers a little bit, our timelines, you know.
We had some bumps in the road would be the easiest way to say it.
We did, but you know, we're doing everything.
Start over, I'm late.
Exactly, right? Well, the good thing is you can watch it again when we're done, Ray. How you doing, buddy? What's up, Jeff? I've missed it too. I don't know about you, Phil.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Eric is confirming the vinyl. They are super backed up. It's crazy, but coming. See, we miss you too, Jen.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Chelsea messaged me, and for the record, you guys, if you ever have an issue with your merch order, like, look, here's the deal with Volatile. Like, literally, there's 2 people that run the company. We have 1 part-time guy that ships stuff, and we're not Amazon. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, so there's not 24-hour custom. So, but if you ever have an issue with an order and you can't get through to anybody, message me. You can literally message me personally on Facebook, and I will deal with it. That's what most people do. They finally just go, oh yeah, they get smart. They go, oh, I'll hit up Tom, and then I hit up John, and then he looks at it, and we have an answer like immediately. So if you ever, get frustrated, just hit me up. I will, you might have to hit me a couple times because I don't always see messages, and it might end up in my spam folder or something. So you might have to hit me a couple of times, but especially if we're not friends, but hit me up. For the record, no one ever really looks at the messages on the Taproot Facebook. Once in a while, one of us will look through and clear them out. But but yeah, like if you ever have a backup with an order or something.
Crap, what happened?
What was that? So, but you still there, Philly? But yeah, Chelsea, send me a message with your address and I will get it figured out. Get you a poster. You still there, Phil, or did I lose you? Phil? Oh, we lost Phil. There's a project that I've been working. My buddy Nick has a project called Oceans on Other Planets, and he just did some songs with Sahaj from Ra that are super dope, and he's about to release that. That's super cool. I'm stoked about that for and with him. I think it's just Oceans on Other Planets or Oceans on Other Planets Band or something. I'll find the link and post it in here. But yeah, my buddy from LA who was in another band called Icarus Landing. They're cool. I don't really listen to much new stuff, man. Send me some stuff. Oh, there's Phil. Sorry
about that. Alarm went off and all of a sudden I couldn't hear anything.
I was wondering where you went. And I was like, we lost Phil. Robert, I'm stoked Simon Says is back too. And Phil is too. He was the same before.
Yeah, I love those guys. I hope I actually get to see them sometime.
Oh, I got the Beside Sign Deluxe package last month, and it was so worth the wait. Thank you. See, that's it. And I hope everybody feels that. I know, I know there's hiccups, and this is all super independent, and it's just, you know what I mean? Even the big labels, though, they fuck up. I see it all the time. It's just the nature of this business now and the way things are, and plans shit gets bumped back, and everything's so tight. Like, records, okay, we have to have it done this day. The art is on a schedule now. It's okay, we have to have the record done by this date to make all of our production dates. And then, God forbid, it doesn't get done by that date. And then you have to wait for a new production date to put it into production. And it's just, unfortunately, the way the business is now, man, it runs a little different now. We missed you too. Phil, did you watch the Grammys?
I did not watch the Grammys. I don't watch much TV.
Nor did I.
But I heard some people won.
Yeah, I bet people won. I bet they did. Good for you. Congratulations. I am a Grammy member. I'm a member of the Recording Academy and a voting member. And I usually vote for the Grammys. And, I usually watch, but I just didn't get around to it. I was I think that was actually the night I hit the deer. I think that was that night. So no Grammys for Tom. Maybe I'll watch. But yeah, no, I love in fairness, I love the Recording Academy and support the Recording Academy. And I've been a voting member for years and years and years. And, I got nothing against the Grammys and they do their best. And I know I've had meetings with them and I know people bitch about the Grammys and the representation of metal and all that kind of thing. But, I know some of the people there and I've done a lot of stuff with them and sat down and had meetings with, people from the Recording Academy. They try and represent metal. And that's why they meet with guys like me to hear how to better represent the metal community. And they're fucking trying, man. It's they're trying. They're doing their best. So good for them. And thank you guys for trying.
I mean, really, it'll never be enough for anybody. I mean, like,
no.
how metal are they going to get? How metal do you expect?
Yeah. If it's not 9 obscure bands no one's ever heard of, you know what I mean? They're going to bitch. But, those aren't the bands that are going to win. Yeah, it's going to be Metallica and Hailstorm and bigger fucking. It's just, usually there's I think Ghost was
and Foo Fighters are going to be considered metal given everything else, right? Like,
exactly. I mean, who the hell knows, man? But I do know that they think about it and they actively try and do. The nominations get more and more obscure every year, and people still complain about it. And I know I've literally sat down with people from the Recording Academy and the Grammys, and they've told us, "Hey, we're trying to improve the representations of metal," and nominate.
Spineshank got nominated.
Exactly, fucking Spineshank.
Remember that?
I do remember that. Good for them.
Did you actually remember? I feel like. Maybe I'm remembering this wrong. I feel like they announced that Spineshank won it for a second. Am I making that up?
I don't recall that, but it's entirely possible.
I feel like it's on like the ticker tape or something, and someone messed it up, and like I could be wrong. I have to ask those guys next time we talk to them.
Yeah,
because I remember it's in my memory that like I feel like, oh my god, that would suck because you have all these people congratulating you, and you're like, no,
we didn't win.
I could be making that up. That could be that just be a new rumor.
But it also very well could have happened too.
Yeah.
We did a bunch of shows with Smile Empty Soul already, and they were great. We love those guys.
Yeah. Who knows? I'm sure we'll cross paths again.
And yeah, Chelsea, totally hit me up, and I'll make sure your address gets updated so you don't miss out on anything. I promise. A one-man comedy show. God no. I mean, I can't even do this without Phil. Yeah, I like Sahaj too, man. I like Ra. I like Sahaj. He's a great producer, a great writer, a great singer. No, dude, I got 2 eyes now. Fuck you. Look, 2. Count them, motherfucker. 2. Dos optus. Did he disappear again? I don't know. I guess I haven't talked to him in a while.
What?
I don't know.
He's not. He was just talking to us.
I know he was just on here a couple weeks ago. But I mean, I guess he means since then. Yeah, he did get real active on socials for a minute. So maybe he just, I don't know. Hey, Coco, be quiet.
I do the same thing sometimes. I'm all over things and I disappear.
Yeah,
so social media just gets to you, man. I just need to get off that nonsense.
I know. I literally.
But thank you for being here, everyone.
Exactly. I've posted on Facebook like 5 times in the last like 4 months.
All year.
I know. I really don't. Unless it's like I have a new skateboard or something to Taproot date or something to post. I don't really post anymore. I'm just like, nah. Hey, if you want to message me and shoot the shit, I'm around.
Yeah, right.
I mean, good for them, man. I love the Union Underground. All right, I'll check it out. Yes, they opened, what show is that?
The last show, the District 142.
There you go, in Wyandotte, yes. The what place looks evolved? Oh, my place? I moved, if you don't know. This is Shea Hayes Art now. Lots of crap everywhere.
Shay's Art.
Shay's Art, yeah. I was actually playing with Optimus Prime before we got on. That's why we were late, because I was trying to transform Optimus Prime. There you go. Take a look around. This is Kasai Hayes Art. So, yes, I live in a dive bar. It really feels appropriate. Yeah, probably not.
No irrelevant one.
Yeah, I like the Union. It's just a singer and new guys. But, I mean, I really like the Union Underground. I thought they were fucking dope. So, they actually asked us about doing stuff. I think we had a conversation, but it was just.
You thought they were dope? I thought they were Power Man 5000.
A little both. A little dope, a little Power Man, a little zombie. I don't know. Honestly, dude.
I had to make the joke.
No, honestly, I like them better than both those bands. Look, Patrick Kennison's not in the band anymore, but he was kind of like a dorky Motley Crue guy like me. So there was a little more of that like kind of 80s butt rock flair to it that I like. You know what I mean? Like Motley Crue in the fucking house, But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. I just like that singer. I like some of his hooks. Like they were just but yeah, I mean, it was totally Power Man. It was totally that style, Yeah. What I mean? But I like that kind of little industrial kind of thing. I love Miley Cyrus, man. She does her thing. Good for her. He needs, who's Sid Wilson? I'm just kidding. I know who Sid is. I too love Spineshank. Nope. And if it was, I couldn't speak of it.
Because they call themselves Reunion Underground?
Reunion Underground. And you're saying I should do a one-man comedy show. You're like dad jokes with Phil.
All about it.
Right? Oh, yeah. The first album it is a great fucking record. And you know, I like too. PJ Farley's a good friend of mine.
I did.
Trickster, and he played with Rob for a long time. I don't know if he still is, but I really liked seeing him with that band too. 40 Below Summer and Taproot. No,
that'd be cool.
I like 40 Below.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many comments. Yeah, what did he really? I don't know. I'll have to check in on him and see. Fonzo, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
We're doing a whole bunch of shows, Samantha.
Heartsick in the house.
I'll go through the list again at the end of the show. Max Illage. I like Max. Max is a cool dude. So many comments, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to get through them all. Night Drive. All right, I'll check it out. Yay. I know, Jen. Excited to see you again. I know. I love my place, too. It's even cooler since you were here last. Like, it's kind of come together now. Like, I'm settled in. Jen was here when I was, like, kind of moving in and wasn't really settled, you know? It's like now, like, I'm settled. I've been here for, like, months and months and months, and now it feels like a home, you know? Tapper got snubbed at the Grammys. We totally got snubbed.
Every year.
I know. I miss you too, Amber. Hit me up for sure. I'm trying to get them on. I got to hit up the promoter again. So my friend Amber is in this band from Madison, and I'm trying to get that. Well, but technically they're from that area, though. The guys are all from that area around Wausau, where the show is. I'm trying to get them on the show. So we'll see. I'm trying to get them on the show at Q&Z.
Yeah.
Phil's got all the jokes, man. Fuck Taproot. Fuck Taproot. Just kidding. I love Taproot too. Dude, you know what? I haven't listened to Taproot in like 6 months. You know how burned out. Like literally, when we started this, all I listened to was Taproot. Like I'm gonna come out and I'll say it. I was always a casual Taproot fan. Like I liked whatever. I'd never like dove hardcore into your catalog. I wasn't like a fanboy. And then when we started doing this, I did. And like, that's all I listened to for like 6 months was like Taproot records. And then I had to listen to Scissors for 6 months while we were making it. And now I had to go and tour with you guys forever and hear those songs every day. And now I haven't listened to Taproot in like 6 months. And
yeah, I'll be all fresh again when we go back out. I haven't done this. I played through Favorite Song the other day on bass a little bit. That's about it. That's all I've done.
You don't need to play that other shit. You know it. You know everything, Phil. You're like the god of thunder. We miss you too, Fonzo. Yeah, dude, he does. And the Trickster acoustic thing is super cool with him and Steve, man. Like, whatever. I'll take shit for this. I love Trickster. I thought they wrote great songs. They were one of my they're still one of my favorite bands. I don't give a shit. That first record was fucking amazing. They're all great players. Pete, it's a bummer Pete doesn't want to do it anymore. But I got to see him a handful of times with Pete in small clubs and like kind of in the big arena shit, when that was still going on. And
yeah, right.
They're great, man. But Steve Brown's fucking great. Steve, the guitar player from Trickster, actually just released this line of fucking really cheap, and I don't want to say cheap, inexpensive guitars. And they're fucking great, man. He let me play one and told me about it. And they're fucking, I swear to God, I think it's like a $300 guitar, but it plays like $1,000 guitar. It's crazy. Like I think they're called Brown Sound or something like something very like I would not suggest to name your company, but
right.
But
Brown Sound.
Like I hope that's really the name, and I'm not just saying that, but I think that's what it is. But they're fucking great, man. They're really like kind of, I think, a little more metal guitar. It's not like kind of a, I don't know. I mean, if you dropped it to C and set it up, who knows? But I mean, kind of a little more of like an Eddie Van Halen style guitar, I think, because that's Steve's vibe is sort of the EVH type stuff. I know. So many comments. Philly has your belt.
Oh, yeah.
What were you guys doing?
Jiu-jitsu.
I mean, sure, Samantha, we'll talk to you. What do you want to talk about? You tell me. We're not coming back to, well, maybe we might come back to Madison. We're talking about trying to do a couple shows at Nonpoint, but otherwise you come see us in Kansasville, Wisconsin, which is like an hour from Madison, because chances are that might be the closest we're going to get.
Yeah.
It is actually a bar. I bought a bar, and there's an apartment upstairs, so I have like kind of a work, like hang warehouse area downstairs, sort of in the bar. And then there's an apartment upstairs. So, yep. Well, see, that's why we do it. And we don't have anything else to talk about either. So you guys make it easy for us, too, because we have no personalities whatsoever. So we can pretend we just live vicariously through you guys. Yes. Oh, yeah. There's definitely more for sure. Are you coming Friday night? No, Coco. My dog is whining by the door. Hey, Coco, can you please stop? Come here, Coco. Come here. Silly little boy. Dad jokes are the best jokes. No, but you can go listen to Scissors. Steve just did a song with this Wes Anderson dude, like a collab that I hooked him up with, and that's really cool, actually. Steve's hyped about it. He's been talking about it, and Steve played it for me a bunch. That's going to be really fucking good. That's going to be the closest thing to new Taproot is
right.
Steve doing a couple features and stuff.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. Hey, Taproot. Yeah, my Spotify was like Taproot, like everything was Taproot on mine too. It literally, like, I think it was like the top 5 on mine was all Taproot.
It's funny, Tom, that Over Now cover you did was one of mine, because me and my boy listen to that all the time.
Oh, that's awesome.
I call it. We were going to jiu-jitsu or something one time. Like, it's gonna be our warm-up music, and ever since then he's like, play that warm-up music.
That's awesome. See, I listen to you too much, and you listen to me too much.
Yeah, it's cute, man. And even like we were listening to it for a while, and he's like, "Oh, I want that one." I'm like, "Wait, I know which one you mean," and I'll play it. He's like, "Yeah, that's the one."
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude, it's great.
Awesome. I really do like that cover.
I'm just glad he can't understand all the words.
I know.
It's not appropriate. Some of the lines.
I know. The good thing I just screamed through. It's like,
yeah.
I tell you what, the coolest thing about that song is, people like it, but the fact that he liked it, like I sent
that's
it to
cool,
him.
right? Yeah.
I sent it to him, and he was like, "Dude, that's fucking awesome!" Like when you do a Post Malone cover, and like arguably the biggest pop star in the world besides Taylor Swift goes, "Yo, dude, that's fucking rad." Like, okay, cool, I'll take that. That's props for sure. Yeah, and I really like that. So thank you, I appreciate that. If you haven't heard it, go check out Ellefson Over Now on Spotify. It's a cover of Post Malone I did with some guys and Bumblefoot and Andy Martin-Jelly and I don't remember who the fuck else, but it's pretty dope.
Yeah,
it's pretty dope. I mean, did I hate that we called it Ellefson, because literally it was my idea, my sort of arrangement that I worked out with Andy. Like we had the whole thing done, then I said Ellefson like just played bass on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, but that was kind of the band name we were going under. But that's like. I just kind of am bummed at myself for underplaying my whole role in that whole fucking thing. It would have been, granted, that was just the band name, you know what I mean? But, it's like, it wasn't him, you know what I mean? It wasn't like his solo thing. It was like, oh, let's just use this as a band name. It's cool. You know what I mean? And I had enough respect for myself to be like, and humility to be like, yeah, that's cool. We'll use it as a band name. But now, like, I feel like I kind of, we made that whole cover record that I did a lot of, and produced the whole thing, and it's like it's just a bummer now that I just feel like I kind of under presented myself through that whole thing, but it's still dope. You can check it out on Spotify. Okay, cool. I will be here. I live here. One night stand. Nope, probably not.
Probably not. I learned it. We talked about it at one point, but yeah.
I did. I know. I have so many new metal stories. I should just do a new metal story.
New Metal Hour.
Yeah, right. And I know people love that shit. So many, the promoter at Northwoods Rock Rally. When I met him for the first time, we started talking. He was like a kind of young new metal guy, and I regaled him with stories. He was just asking me about Limp Bizkit, and I mean, it's fun, man. It's like people just trip out on all these. Did I show you this? I think I did. I got some more of these. I got one. I stole one of these for you. Did I ever show you this?
Oh no.
John Wysocki gave me this.
No way.
Yeah, I grabbed one for you too the last time I was at his house.
That's awesome, man. Hell yeah.
Isn't it dope? Little Fall Brawl tour.
That's
maybe
right.
Maybe I'll get you guys to sign one of these because I stole a couple extra from them. So
yeah, dude, that's cool.
Maybe I'll have you guys sign one of these. We'll give it away on here. Look how cool that is. Blue Sky Research.
Yeah, Flyleaf's first album, dude. I mean, that was an awesome tour.
I know it was, man. Like, shit, look how great, look how awesome that tour was. Stain, Flyleaf, Taproot on Blue Sky Research, fucking POD. Like, what a good fucking tour, man. Coco, stop whining.
That's funny. Before that tour, I mean, because POD was on Atlantic with us.
Yep.
And we'd seen those guys, multiple occasions, right? Some signings on Ozfest and things like that. And we never connected with them for the longest time. And it wasn't until like the tail end of that tour that we connected with those guys. And they are the greatest guys, man. Such good dudes. We had such a good time.
I'd tell you, one time, I don't remember why, but for some reason I went to San Diego. I think POD was going to start a label. I think that's what it was. And they wanted me to maybe help them with it. That was like the time when I was like the label consultant guy and everybody would just hire me to help them start their labels. But for some reason, I went down to San Diego and hung out with Wubby's family. Like his dad, I think, kind of ran a lot of the business for them at one point.
Okay.
And they were so cool. It was so funny. Yeah. Like it was Sunday. And all of a sudden at one point, Sonny's family and kids came over because they had their Sunday night Bible study. And it was the cutest fucking thing I'd ever seen. Like it was so, I don't know. They were just so cool about their faith and about their, they were all of those guys were so great and their families were all so great. And everything about them, I really, just even internally, their vibe was really fucking great, man. Here you go. Here's one for you.
In your opinion, what's the easiest Taproot song for you to play that people think is actually difficult? I don't know what people think is difficult, but I don't know, Poem's pretty easy.
I don't think anybody ever accused Poem of being difficult.
Yeah, I think they're all pretty easy.
That's awesome. You are Taproot Show famous. If anybody's Taproot Show famous, it's you. Hey, Melissa. Stay blessed, y'all. Taproot and Stabbing West. That would be. Did I love
Stabbing Westward? Wow.
I do love that band. Thomas Byron, what's up, man? So now the gang's all here, man. And maybe I'll do that one night. I should. So one of these weeks, I was originally going to do it on our first show back, but I think I told you. So Gavin from Incubus, the original DJ from Incubus, DJ Life, is a good friend of mine. And me and him talked a few months ago. I called him and we were just cutting it up and shooting the shit. And so I think he's going to be on one of these weeks. I think that'd be really fun, man. He's a really cool dude and he has a lot of really fun Incubus stories. And so, originally my plan was to have him on the first show back, but then I'm like, nah, let's just do it OG Tom and Phil style. But yeah, speaking of new metal stories, man, he's great and he's got a bunch of them. So there you go. I'm like new metal Santa. That's what I do.
New Metal Santa. CPR Fest. Heck yeah, that's where we met or saw Taylor again.
Really?
Yeah, we played a show with them at Soul Kitchen, and then that's after he tells the story where CPR Fest, and I like saw him and remembered his name right away, and we talked, and he was like, "I can't believe you remember me." Yeah.
I can't believe you remember him.
I have a good memory for some stuff.
What's his name again?
Who?
Are you talking about the redhead guy that's always beefing with Trapped?
Yeah.
And talking about painting, that guy?
Yes.
What's his name again? Tyler?
No, Tyler Roberto.
No, it's not live. It's dead. Thank you. Next question.
Is this really live?
No, we recorded it actually last month.
But we anticipated your questions.
Exactly. We're psychic. POD are heavier. I like POD. I don't give a shit. I like
dude.
POD. I don't know.
I feel like that's a quote.
Yeah. There you go. I don't fucking know. I don't know anything. Good for them. We could have a
nice.
We could have a sold out UK run. Nobody wants to go to fucking Europe or take me seriously when I ask about it. So we could also have a sold out UK run right now.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to get on a fucking airplane. We miss you too, John. We miss everybody. That's awesome. Nice. Yeah, I like Stabbing Western a lot. Yeah. I've written books. Oh God, that's the greatest dad joke ever. I'm gonna be laughing for that, Brad. That's a good one, man. That's a good one. That's like in the dad joke hall of fame right there. Oh, he doesn't want to say hi. He's like just whining. He wants to sit and whine by the door. Coco, come here, buddy. Come here, Coco. Come here, buddy. Come here. Why are you whining by the door? Come here. Oh no, come here. Want to come say hi? Come here, baby boy. Come here, baby boy.
Aww.
This is my little buddy. Hi, baby boy. What are you doing? Mm-hmm. This is Coco. This is a little guy whining by the door. Look at everybody. Show him how cute you are. Look at his Disney ear. Look at his one floppy Disney ear. That's every time. Like, he will tear up everything, shit all over everything. Like, but look at me, Dad, my floppy Disney ear.
That's cute.
Hi, Pavel.
Right.
Oh, Pavel's jumps up. She wants to come say hi too. Oh, you're so... All of a sudden, Pavel's saw me pick up Coco, and she's like, "No, I want to say hi."
Where's my turn?
All right. I'm ready for my close-up, Mr. DeMille. There you go. Are you done now? I love you, Pebbles. You're so silly.
I'm about good to start wrapping it up. I got work in the morning.
Yeah, I know. I got to go pick up my kid from work in a minute. All right, let's get through the last of these questions. 5 more minutes.
All right, Chimera. Yeah, we love Chimera.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm assuming you realized I managed Chimera and got them signed and basically helped them start their career. So obviously, I got big love for Chimera.
Yeah.
The new wave.
Last I saw them was probably at that festival you put us on with them.
Oh yeah, that was
way back when. Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. That was when Ricky was in the band. Fuck, that was a long time ago. That's right. The ill-fated Savage Fest at the Brown County Arena.
Yeah, right.
Which would have been the greatest. It was the greatest show ever. Just no one showed up. Like literally, dude. If I did this show now, it'd sell it in arena. It was like Chimera, Taproot, Alien Ant Farm, After the Burial, Edema, the original lineup with Marky. Like the one fucking show they played. Like it's so funny. If I did this show now, people, I'm just
You're before your time, man. Before your time.
I did 5-Finger Death Punch at a bar here, like no bigger than like the one I live in now, and there was like 10 people there. Yeah. Like I'm the only guy in the world who could do a 5-Finger Death Punch show at a bar and lose money on it. That's right. It's Peebs. Hi, Melissa. That's for Phil.
Thank you.
A lot in life.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I've heard they're allegedly going to be there.
Oh God, yeah, maybe. Fuck. Okay. Yeah, allegedly. Love Without You is great.
Yeah.
New Metal Army in the house. What's up, man? We like reposting all your shit. Thank you for everything.
What's going on, Rob?
So anyway, well, we can wrap this up. Anybody got any last? Say your goodbyes. Give us your last comments, plugs, shout outs.
Same tap time, same tap channel next week.
That's right. We'll be back, and we'll probably have a guest, and it probably won't be so boring. And Phil will be wearing his tie-dye shirt again.
Probably.
Dude, did you really tie-dye that yourself? You got to tell me about that.
Yeah, you just get these little kits, and you put the paint on it, and you have rubber bands. It's really not that difficult. But it was supposed to be, it actually looked really cool, and then it got put, we had to have it put away, so it got put away kind of wrong, and then it kind of came out a little goofy, but it works.
Good. Looks good, man. You look like a real true hippie. All right, guys. Well, we love you. We will see you.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in again.
Yeah. Yes.
And we'll be back next week.
We'll see you.
All right. Have a good night.